Good morning, guys. If you saw what I went through just now to get this lighting in here, you would probably be like, Sam, what are you doing? I don't know. Hi guys, so I just wanted to include this in the beginning of the video because I know I didn't post last week. Right now I'm kind of spiraling, so that's why there wasn't a video, because I tried to vlog a week of my life and it didn't really work out the way that I wanted it to. I scrapped that and I decided to upload my Get Ready With Me that I did for you guys, which is random. I'm actually like spiraling, and I can tell you why, because I'm already overwhelmed with the thought of Christmas. I'm overwhelmed with the thought of a lot of things that are going to be going on in my life that I'm just really like freaking out about, which I do kind of talk about a little bit in this Get Ready With Me. A lot of it is more so because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't think I talked about it in the Get Ready With Me, so I'm just gonna briefly touch upon it. I do not plan on staying at my current job past the beginning of next year. I really would like to leave there before that, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know what I'm doing. I just feel really overwhelmed right now. So I'm just trying to stay positive. Make this brief in the beginning of the video to let you guys know that I apologize for not posting last week. My reason is that I suck, but I'm only human. So there's also that. And also, like, I'm overwhelmed with YouTube because I feel like YouTube is like either people are vlogging or they're just making hauls, or they're like trying all these like weird things, or they're doing mukbangs or all these things, and like I just feel really like overwhelmed right now. So I think I might try to do a mukbang for you guys soon, because I haven't done one in a long time, or get my sister to do one with me because we haven't done one in like forever. But anyways, let me know what you guys think, and now on to the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am just doing a Get Ready With Me. I haven't done one in a while. Yeah, I haven't done one since I think before I left like YouTube for a month and a half or whatever, but I wanted to do one today, and I feel like I want to talk about some things. Saturday, so thankfully it's the weekend and I'm off and I don't have to worry about work for once. But the way that I have this rigged is literally in the blind, so basically anyone can like watch what I'm doing right now, which is fun. I'm actually trying to do a week in my life vlog right now that you guys hopefully will already see by the time this is up. I really am trying to vlog, and I did actually make this, I made like a whole spiel in my vlog about why I will no longer wear the evil eye and why I don't want to, and my experience. But I think I just want to talk about it right now while I'm doing makeup. So that's the first thing on the agenda here. Since I took my break from YouTube, a lot of stuff has happened, and I don't feel like, I don't know if a lot of it was like evil eye related or what. And before I go off and like make like a huge thing, I just want to say that the evil eye is meant for protection against negative people, negative energy, all that kind of stuff. At least the blue one. There's different colored eyes for different like protections and different things. There's that, but also I want to disclaim that I am not an expert in this whatsoever. This is just my experience and how I feel, and I'm just throwing it out there. So if you want to know more about wearing the evil eye, all that kind of stuff, then definitely do your research. Maybe go watch some like spiritual YouTubers, because I don't know what I'm saying right now off of my experience and how I feel, because it's been a time. But I'm wearing a Halloween shirt, so it is Halloween weekend that I'm filming this, and it's raining like cats and dogs outside. David is still sleeping, trying to get up. He worked overnight the other Thursday into Friday, so he's still like exhausted. Back like months ago, I ended up getting, and this is no offense to like the PR company that was sending me PR with the evil eye in it. At first I was I had like a really bad vibe. First I got sent like an evil eye bracelet, and I thought it was cute. It was like, oh my gosh, the evil eye, like I always wanted one of these, you know, for protection. Mainly the only reason I ever wanted one was for protection against negativity. Now I'm thinking about it, I should have just gotten like an onyx, black onyx or tourmaline or obsidian or pyrite necklace instead of doing this. Again, this is all my experience. I really don't think the evil eye is like literally what it is, evil, but I feel like there is some karma to it that I was not aware of, that I didn't research, and so that possibly could be my own fault. This PR company sent me an evil eye bracelet and I just had like a weird vibe from it. So I remember talking to my friend Roya about it. She's like, no, it's meant for protection, blah, blah, blah. But if you have a weird feeling, just, you know, get rid of it. So I got rid of it, and then ended up sending me another PR package. I got another evil eye charm, and this time I'm like, okay, I kind of like this one. I'm getting like a decent vibe from it. So I put it on a necklace along with my Scorpio horoscope, and I already had angel wings because it's an old Victoria's Secret necklace that I used to get for free, whatever. And I just took one of the charms off. So that was all that was on it. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm wondering too, because the last couple weeks I found a carnelian pendant that I bought that I wanted to put on the necklace too. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it on the necklace, and I cleansed it and set my intentions and whatever. And clearly that wasn't enough. But also I wanna say that this was also during the time of Mercury retrograde. For some reason, I feel like this retrograde really kicked my ass. Like it was like one thing after another. I'll get into this in a minute of why I think that part of this was because of the evil eye. I was wearing it, whatever. And then of course it's the retrograde, and all these things started happening that were very negative and very bad, and really like at first it just started off with like a small thing at work, and then it turned into some other things happening, and then with our living situation and everything right now. So it just kind of like snowballed, which again, I'll get into that probably, hopefully in this video too. It was just a lot of negativity, and I was really feeling it. So then I was like, okay, this can't just be the retrograde, because usually retrogrades like are terrible for everyone, but I usually don't really have that much of an issue. Oh, and then someone from like a year ago tried to come for me again for some doing that I've said or that whatever, and I personally really don't give a so leave me alone. That's my Italianness coming out. Me, like, just leave me the alone. I don't care. I'm almost 30. I don't care. Like, leave me alone. If you have a problem with me, leave. I don't really know what to tell you at this point. Like, I'm too old for this. It was just a whole bunch of like things that happened, and I was like, okay, this is weird. I ended up actually, because I was telling Roya about it, and she was like, that's really weird. And then she ended up actually sending me a TikTok of how to tell if you have evil eye. And I also Googled like, how could you tell if you have evil eye? And there's apparently like a few like tests that you could do. I did one of them because I've done it before in the past just to see, but I did it this time, and it was like negative city. Like, we are not positive. We're not doing PEMDAS of positive and negatives here. It was negative all across the board. So I ended up doing some things to reverse it, and I saged my entire house and myself, and kind of gooby. Like I saged my whole house too on top of it, just because I was like, are you kidding me? Then after I did all that, I was starting to think that, oh, maybe it's because not only because of the retrograde, but also because this is like my everyday look, by the way. It's not, for the most part. On the weekends, I like to put on like a little bit of shadow and lashes if possible, and a lipstick obviously, but this is like my everyday what I wear, mostly for work, and I can get it done in like 15-minute steps. So I mean, mom vibes high, because I know you moms out there like don't have time to like be sitting and doing your makeup. I mean, maybe you do. The reason why I was starting to think that it was evil eye, maybe I think I've talked about it before. I think I'm possibly either clairaudient, like I'm clairaudient, and I forgot what the other one's called, to clear something, like knowing. So I feel like I kind of knew me wearing the evil eye. Not only was I kind of like protecting myself, but I was also evil eyeing other people. So therefore, I kind of felt like the people that were getting evil-eyed, possibly by me, were giving it back to me tenfold. I know it kind of sounds weird and it sounds crazy, but I really kind of feel like that's what was happening too. I'm so congested when I wake up, it's not even funny. Like, I can't breathe, it's great. So last week there was the full moon, and I like to charge my crystals in the full moon because that's the kind of, you know, witch that I am, lol. I even put out my carnelian pendant, which I also added to my evil eye during retrograde, and thought, not during retrograde, but like the last, like the week that retrograde was ending, I started wearing that pendant with it. And then in full moon, I ended up charging it outside along with all my crystals. And then ever since then, I just have not put it back on. It's been like a week and a half, and I honestly feel a lot better. I don't feel so like, and I don't feel like as stressed or as much anxiety as I did before. So I'm kind of wondering if the carnelian like amplified that, but also I personally feel like the evil eye was just putting out some, you know, if you get evil-eyed, you get evil-eyed. And I feel like by me putting that energy out there to like evil-eye other people, they were doing the same to me. And it was not a thing. So it's kind of defeating the purpose of protection, which I'm kind of like not here for. It feels like evil-eye could be good for protection, but on the other hand, I feel like it was just bringing me personally a lot of negativity over time and like a lot of negative vibes, and it was making me kind of negative. So I kind of feel a lot lighter since I haven't been wearing it. I don't think I'm gonna wear that necklace ever again, to be honest with you guys, and I'm kind of choosing to just stay away from the evil-eye. I feel like I'm better off again like wearing like black tourmaline, obsidian, or like another crystal that's good for protecting against negativity. I also would like to mention briefly that I ended up accidentally breaking my black tourmaline and I still have not buried it yet. A shout out to Vicky. I went to high school with her and she was the only one that responded to me when I was like, hey, what the fuck do I do with this crystal? Do I bury it? Do I thank it? What do I do? And apparently I'm supposed to bury it, so I have not done that yet. So yeah, that could be a lot of the reasons too. I don't really know. I don't know if the carnelian amplified the evil-eye, if it's just the retrograde, if it's a combination of everything, or I don't know. I'm not an expert. This is just how I feel and my experience. Again, I feel like I have to keep saying that because, you know, there's people out there. That's where I'm at. That's why I do not want the evil-eye near me. I want nothing to do with it whatsoever. I think more so than anything, I discovered that it's not for me. I think I'm just a very much crystal girl. I really love my crystals. I'll probably post it on my Snap or something, but I found a giant piece of rose quartz at TJ Maxx. And yes, I know what they say about buying crystals at TJ Maxx or anywhere. That's not a crystal shop. I understand. I get it. But it was cold to the touch and it wasn't pink Himalayan salt because I really thought it was. I like smelt it and low-key like, I didn't lick it, but I put my finger on it and like licked it. I was like, okay, no, that's a crystal. It was a giant piece of rose quartz and I kind of feel like it was meant for me. It was the only one on the shelf. It was kind of like those one and done deals at TJ Maxx and I was like, oh my gosh, it didn't even have a price on it. It's $10 I ever spent. That's the update on that. I do want to get more black tourmaline. I have a couple crystals for protection that I want to wear and I did buy one from, again, necklace from TJ Maxx. I know, whatever. That's like more so for like protection and healing and positivity. Mostly positivity and healing. I'm actually really excited about wearing that. Called the Druzy quartz. If anyone has ever like worn that or has that, let me know. Like, how does that work out for you? What do you also use it for? Because I know it's a necklace form, but you just use it for like amethyst. Because I've used amethyst like when my stomach was really hurting, when I had a stomach bug, June. And I feel like it helps so much on my stomach. Like I literally put them on my stomach and it helps so much. So like amethyst is some shit. It is. Also why I'm kind of mad that my mom ended up not wanting to go to Salem because she was nervous about her car breaking down and she's over and done with. My sister's in Salem right now for her birthday. Happy birthday to my sister. She's had a hard time lately because now that she's turned 21, she's finally like understanding what I've been saying, that when you get like, or when I was her age, that, you know, when you get older, things change and things aren't the same and people don't like, you know, it's just different. And she feels like really like alone and about it and sad, and I get it. So that kind of brings me to my next thing, which I've talked about quite a bit, with the quarter life crisis is what I've been calling it. I don't know if that's what it's called, but I would say it's a quarter life crisis, or it's because of COVID, or it's even because I've been on my spiritual journey for almost 2 years now. According to me, it's probably a combination of everything. The part that sucks is that you end up losing people that you never thought you would lose. Either that, or people just like, they naturally start to walk out of your life. And that's the part that I really don't like, because I'm someone, again, that keeps everyone very close to me. I know I've really talked about this to death. I apologize. I feel like this is something that does need to be talked about, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that probably are going through the same thing. Even if you're not going through a spiritual journey, getting older now, or like you're pregnant or you have a kid. And the amount of TikToks I've seen of girls and guys that are like, I got married and now my friends don't talk to me as much anymore. Or like, I had a kid and my friends don't talk to me as much, like this, things like that. And I'm just kind of like, what? Like, I don't understand, but it's because, you know, you and your friends or whatever are different like directions in your life and everything, and sometimes it does not necessarily mean that they don't want to be around you, which I'm trying to like accept that, because I know that all of my friends do love me. They just have really busy lives, and two of my friends are moms, and like, you guys, like, as you guys know, like Danielle's not a mom. That's wrong. She's gonna kill me for that. You know, Christina and Alba are both moms, and Danielle is, you know, living her best life, her graphic design life, like trying to be all natural and like hike and like travel the world life kind of deal. So like I get it. And obviously you guys know, like basically I feel like at times I just have David and Nate, which needs, you know, you guys know he's been around since like we were like 12. So it just sucks sometimes because I wish that, you know, like I see all like these girls on TikTok with their friends and like even in their 30s and they're going to brunch and they're doing all these things, and it's like I don't do that. But I also again feel like a lot of it is because I don't have my license and they're tired of me. But I don't know. I'm not going to start spiraling about it because it's just going to make me crazy. That's just kind of where we're at right now. But I've kind of been learning to accept it and just like kind of going back to how I was in like middle school, because I never hung out with my friends outside of school in middle school. I never did that. I only started doing that in high school, obviously, when I moved back down here. So like I'm trying to accept like being alone again. And I've never been the kind of person to have a lot of friends, to go out, to whatever. And you guys know I recently like came out as a demisexual because, you know, I finally like found something that is what I feel and how what it means, which is awesome. And if you do not know what a demisexual is, it is someone that cannot have a relationship or sex with somebody unless there is an emotional bond there. And my mom's the same way, so she's like, oh, I guess I'm one too. But that's just the tea, sis. Something else I just wanted to briefly like talk about. It's not, I mean, it is my business, but it's not my business, but it is because it's my family. So, and I don't want my family watching this because I know a lot of them watch my videos down south to get mad at me. But I will just say, well, you're not really gonna get mad at me. I'm just telling you guys what happened. Back like, I think like a week or so after I decided I was gonna take a break from YouTube, I ended up seeing online that, so background for a bit, you guys know that I have family on my dad's side that live in Jersey and North Carolina. The only family that has reached out to me, that has like wanted to meet me, that has like been talking to me, I mean, not as often as I'd like, but you know, life and COVID, would be my uncle, my aunt, and my 2 cousins. I had actually planned to go to North Carolina spring of 2020. That was like the original plan. I was either going to take David or Danielle with me and go, and I was going to meet them and, you know, get to know them and stuff, because like I had never, so again, I think I've said this before, but I've never like really knew how much family like my dad had on his side. Like I never really, like I knew like he had a lot of siblings and but like I never really, I have a huge family on his side, like holy crap. Difference is through a lot of situations, through a certain situation, I have not been able to like really like get to know them since I was little, and only found out about them after my dad passed away. I ended up seeing online, this is probably, and this is really creepy too, because this was literally like 2-3 days after, 2 days I believe, after the anniversary of my dad's passing. I found out that my uncle passed away unexpectedly. I don't know what of. I haven't reached out to my family yet, so if my cousins are watching this, or my aunt or whatever, or any of my family, like it's not me being like, oh my god, I don't care, because I care. I just didn't want to be that person to just be like, you know, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like I'll be there for you if you need me, blah 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 blah. Like I didn't want to be one of those people to jump down their throats while they're grieving, kind of thing. And also like I wanted to give them space and their time to grieve, and I know they're still grieving, they're still dealing with it and having a hard time, and I totally understand, because I'm gonna cry again. You guys know I lost my stepdad when I was 14, and I lost my dad when I was, oh my god, I don't remember how old I was in 2017, 25, 24. I've lost like my stepdad and my dad, so I totally understand where they're coming from and what they're dealing with. And loss sucks. Losing people suck. I have consistently lost people like by, you know, death in my life since I was like 13 years old. I totally get it. I do. I understand. So from experience, I know that you're tired. Okay, well, I'll just finish my thought while you're here. So basically, I know from experience how they feel, and I didn't want to like go jump down their throats and be like, I'm so sorry, I wish I would have reached out more, blah 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 blah. And like I do feel that way, but I didn't want to. I want to give them time to do what they gotta do, because I know from my experience, I accept people's condolences and stuff, like I always did, but like it just, I wasn't really hearing it, you know, like I needed my own time to be, and I feel like I just wanted to just like let them be and let them figure out how they're gonna live life now. And what sucks even more about that is that that was my uncle from Try Not to Cry that reached out, was only one of the few people to reach out to me after. I'm gonna cry with full face of makeup on. That reached out to me after my dad died, after I, well, initially it was my cousin Stephanie, and then it was everyone else, and I was like, what? Like, it was such a shock. And I whenever see that meme where it's like, what are you doing? I want to cry, but my mascara was $38. That's me. No, actually, it was probably like 10. It was on sale. Thank you. That's the part that hurts the worst, is that I'll never get to like meet him now and everything. And I was trying to plan when to come down there next, but COVID really everything up for that. So, but I know he's definitely watching down on my aunt and my cousins, and he's with them and their kids. My nieces and nephews. I guess we'll call them my nieces and nephews. That's what I want to call them. My little cousins. He's watching down the family. And I think I've kind of ran out of time for this Get Ready With Me. So I'm going to save the last little kind of bit of tea probably for Vlogmas. So there's that. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. Like, it's not anything to worry about right now. Can you please stop rubbing my belly like there's a baby in there? Because there's not right now. Why don't you pull the whole chair back? Why don't you send me fucking flying? Yes, I still use Kylie's old shit. I don't care. I heard a lot of people don't like her new stuff, so let me know in the comments if like you tried it and you like it, or you think it's like too watery. Personally, I don't really care for her new like formula that much, so I just have her old that I'm using, and I don't know, we'll figure it out from there. But I'm using Charm today, the old formula. Like, her new formula is not bad, it's just not really hitting it for me. The other little bit of tea that I'll tell you guys like really briefly and quickly is that our landlord wants to sell our apartment. However, after like talking, that was one of the things that happened during retrograde and evil eye, that I was like, yeah, no, I'm not wearing this necklace anymore, because this is like giving me karma I don't need right now. David ended up talking to him, and since we signed a 2-year lease back during COVID, because we knew we were still going to be here for a while, we knew we were still gonna be here, so we're staying out our lease. And then I guess around that time, our landlord's gonna see if the housing market is good or if it's bad, because if it's good, then he's planning on putting the apartment on the market, and if not, he's just not going to sell, and then we can probably stay for 1 more year after that. So basically, David and I only have like 1 to 2 years left in this apartment, and it's really depressing and really sad. And like, when all this was happening, the panic I felt was like, oh great, am I gonna have to just pick up and move somewhere now? Like, what the fuck? Like, this all has to happen before the holidays, before everything. Like, I don't know, but right now, so far so good. Like, positive vibes. This was my little Get Ready With Me. This is my face that I normally wear on the weekends, little upgraded from during the week, especially with lashes and lipstick, but usually it's just the same old whatever. I love you guys so much. Hope you have an awesome day. Subscribe if you want to see more of me. Like this video if you enjoy it. Turn on bell post notifications so you know when the fuck I post a new video. And I know this is after Halloween, but I hope you guys all had a very happy and safe Halloween. Whatever you're doing, whether you're out or you're home or with your kids, whatever it is, I hope you have had a happy and safe Halloween. And now here's to the holiday rush. This is officially Christmas time. I know Thanksgiving and my birthday are coming, but like literally now just the store's Christmas. So yeah, but I love you guys. Bye.